Because sometimes when we're tired at the end of the day, we may not want to do whatever it is for ourselves, but we're going to do it because we've made that commitment.
I am able to service anyone in the world that, no matter the age, demographics, there's really nothing that can stop me servicing.
Absolutely.
Yes, there's something about the connection that takes place, between my client and I, that I am able to find ways for that accountability, right? In a loving way, but yet still accountable for what they're wanting to do, right? And accomplish. And again, I tell them, I said, if you want to crawl, we will crawl. If you want to walk, we'll walk. You want to run, we'll run. Whatever it is. But if you stay put, then I stay put, right? Basically, in a nutshell, your body is always speaking. Our bodies are always communicating, put, right? If you're longing for something, you're wanting something, is because there's really something in there that needs to be expressed. And so how do we help you express that and become that, or just see that you already are that? All right, so I think we're live. Let's see. Yep, it says 11 seconds. Okay, so now we're gonna have ability. Okay, so we are live, everyone. Good morning in the morning from beautiful Florida and beautiful California. You guys have two amazing people sharing with you today, and I have to consider myself amazing as well, because I am really a combination of everyone that has been loving on me and pouring on me and teaching me in many different ways. And so what a wonderful day to start today with an amazing podcast that has come to reality, not only through the support of my loved ones, but Erin here, who is amazing. Erin is in sunny Florida today. That's where she lives. And we met in 2022 because of quantum nutrition testing. And so I am excited to introduce the copyright girl to you guys, because she has so many gifts, and she's going to share with you guys, along with me, one of her latest creations. Erin is amazing at listening to someone's soul and translating it onto a website and many other things. And so Erin, welcome. Thank you for being with me today. So excited to have you. What an amazing day it is. I'm super excited.
Lily, I'm so touched to be on your first ever podcast and to help you launch this. I'll call it like your baby.
Yes.
That has been in the works for a really long time.
Yes, it definitely has felt like birthing something. There's been a lot of a lot of symptoms along with it, but we have conquered. And there's a lot of tweaking to be done. But we are learning as we go, and it's something that it's part of the process of being alive, right? And growing and healing and finding ways to make things happen. And so this is one of those times where we get to show the beginning of what will be a beautiful journey that prayerfully will be something that empowers each and every one of you out there watching and listening. The goal is to create a ripple that truly sets you onto your journey of happiness, healing, just joy, growth, whatever your goals may be. And so we're just here to show you how I might be of service by showing this beautiful website that Erin has created for us. And so we're going to be going through some stuff. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm checking the chat. I have all kinds. If you guys could see, Erin got to see a little bit of my setup here, and I feel like I'm in a real studio here with all these monitors.
You're official now.
It is. It's totally official. I'm a big girl now. So cool. Yes. So without further ado, we're going to go over this masterpiece of a website where it's all of the services that wholeheartedly I hope that are of encouragement and service to you guys are featured. And so I want to, let's understand this website and what it could do for us, because there's a ton of great information there. So what do you say? You guys should be able to see the screen where the website is being reflected. And so I am going to maneuver the website so you guys could see. Right now we are on the home page. And you guys always should take a look at, I know a lot of us look at our websites on the phone. Not a lot of us sit down and actually open up a laptop or have a desktop even perhaps anymore. But the phone app for the app is amazing as well. We continue to receive feedback. Thank you for everyone that has logged on and sent us feedback in regards to, this button or that verbiage or whatever it is, right? And it's again being polished day by day, and we appreciate all the feedback that we have gotten. So if you guys are looking at it on your phone, if you guys are looking at it on a desktop or even, on a laptop or a tablet, because even tablets, right? I know that there's a lot of beauty within it, no matter which way you guys are looking at it, and a lot of ways to receive the information by clicking different buttons. So
that's right. And our goal is that it's simple and easy to follow.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm basically driving here. I'm going to be maneuvering the website so that you guys could see. And
so the cool part is that as I'm going through the website, I'm also going to be interviewing Vilu. So we're going to kind of flip back and forth. So she's going to get to share more of her story and what she does. And so I think it'll be kind of a cool ebb and flow and weave in and out.
Yeah. And if you guys have questions or comments, feel free to post those. So far, it seems like I'm able to see some of the comments and some people watching. But again, this software is all new and we're playing with it. So bear with us, but you will not be ignored if you guys have something to say. So, all right. We are on the homepage, and the inspiration really for the One Drop of Hope at a Time is something that has always been part of who I am, as I started to service people back in 2015. And I've always connected with the ripple, with water being something that I love, and it challenges me as well because I know water is extremely strong, and there's such power with water, and it's living water, and there's such a connotation about water with me and the connection that I have. And so creating a ripple, right? It's always been wanting to deal hope. I always said I'm a hope dealer. What do you deal? Because we're all dealing something, but what do you deal? And to me was hope dealer. And so the ripple effect of hope dealing, one drop of hope at a time, one drop can make a huge difference. It could make something spill over. It could make something actually, one less drop could be something that contains itself, right, and stays put. So there's a lot of connection about the ripple effect and water with me. And so what a beautiful way that, Erin listened to me and knows me in person, and really I feel like our souls connected, and she was able to translate into this beautiful website and the logo and everything. She did it all, guys.
What I love about your drop, I just wanted to add to your vision, is every single drop is super tiny, but it adds up to a lot. So kind of like with our health and wellness journey, is every little thing we do, it may not seem like a lot, but it adds up over time. Whether you're looking at lifestyle habits or the foods you eat, programs and exercise. And so I think that really reflects really well in your mission as well.
Thank you. Yes. So definitely hoping to inspire and transform a healing ripple effect for your body, mind, and soul. That's really my heart for each and every one of you. So
awesome.
Thank you. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, or you will tell me where to drive, how to go, because you know this a lot better than I do, although I'm in the website all the time.
Here
we go. I don't know what happened.
Can you see me now?
Yes, I got you back. Okay. Got you back. Thanks, honey.
She's a little low on speaking.
Oh, her volume.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. See, we're tweaking along. You just keep on going. And my husband has been amazing. It's even the healing transformation that has taken place in birthing this baby with him. This is part of his baby too. This is his baby too. It wouldn't be happening without my husband's support and our children. It's been amazing. So yes, thank you, honey.
You guys are a great team and have been fun to work with.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you so much.
So are you on the wellness services section?
I am on the wellness services section. Yes, they can see the
Perfect.
wellness service section. Yes.
Okay. So, as a copywriter, one of my goals is to be able to produce copy that serves different audience members. And so, there are pretty much two types of readers. One that likes to research, they want every nitty gritty detail to be able to understand the content that they're reading. And the other person is the skimmer. And that's the person who just looks at icons and images. They don't want to take the time to dig deep until they find that bullet point that they're looking for. So with the wellness services, this is just a quick overview of everything that Blue has to offer and a little blurb about each modality. And so, Blue, I thought this would be a good chance for you to talk about who your services are for.
Oh my gosh, anyone breathing in this planet, and if anyone is in a different planet, they can ET phone home. Absolutely, anyone of any age, anywhere in the world, ASL as well. So I am hoping to service anyone around the world. It's a virtual service, and so it's telehealth. It would be considered telehealth, and so I am able to service anyone in the world that no matter the age, demographics. There's really nothing that can stop me servicing. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's awesome that each one of your modalities can be done remotely. And telehealth is such a big deal these days, so it's really great that you're able to fit into that space. And then
Yes.
the other service you offer is that you offer both in English and Spanish too.
Yes. Hablo español. Mejor que hablo inglés. Yes. So yeah, the Spanish, absolutely Spanish. I am actually, servicing people that are, Spanish speaking. And I do have someone that is amazing within the ASL community that will be providing services upon need to service those of that community, because we all need some help and some hope.
Yes, and at the top of the website too, there's translation too for individuals.
Yes, right here, guys. You guys can go ahead and just hit it. And I did have one of my childhood friends, Monica, if you're watching this, hola. She went through the website as well, and she confirmed that it was great. So yeah, the translation, there's an option to translate it into Spanish. And as I continue to learn other languages, maybe others will come on.
There you go.
Yeah. So this is that section, guys, with the wellness services that she was talking about. There are tabs that if you want to read a little bit more about it, you can definitely click it and go more into depth in each and every one of those modalities. So, and then we have one that's coming soon. Hopefully next week, we'll be able to do the AO scanner. It's going to be great. Such a great tool to have. Very nice tool. So,
Perfect.
yes.
Well, when people are investing in their health, it's really important that they connect with the person that they're working with. And Vila, you have such an amazing heart and soul. And again, it's
Thank
been
you.
fun to work with you. And so this section, I hope, shares a little bit about your story. But I thought maybe you could share a little bit about your journey and what brought you to the natural health world.
Yeah, thank you, Erin, for that. I have my whole life, I feel like I have battled different symptoms, and some symptoms were addressed very aggressively and caused more harm than my body than it actually benefited. And I learned to research. I learned to ask questions. I learned, even though I was at times afraid and apprehensive to ask questions to the authority figure, quote unquote, the doctors, etc., I learned to do that. And when I realized that, hey, they're also researching, they're also turning around and Googling, they're also, looking at their book perhaps, or kind of guessing at times, I felt that I needed to take matters into my own hands in regards to, okay, understanding what the body is, right? Understanding how amazing the body is, and understanding that it works like a car. So if I am putting bad stuff into the car or into the gas tank, my car is not going to run right. Or if I don't, put water in the radiator, it's going to overheat. Like all those situations that happen with our body. And I realized what I was doing to myself through different things, not only lifestyle, but foods and what type of foods, even if it was something I grew up eating, was that really something that was beneficial to the body? And I had struggles. And so my struggles led me to research and even ask certain physicians to run panels, and they doubted me. Why would you come and ask me to run some panels when you're the patient? Well, I did some research, and all of my feelings and symptoms are telling me that I need to have this panel. And sure enough, after clearing some tests that they wanted me to clear prior to the panel being done, they went ahead and ran the panel, and guess what? I knew exactly what my body was saying. And so I early on with, as a child, was again introduced to a lot of different things that, although being done for my well-being with that intention, had huge repercussions where I ended up not being well as an adult. And so there were layers upon layers of things that I had to learn to get rid of. And so going into natural health was the way to do it. It was just kind of setting things back to basic and trusting that God created my body in a way that if I took care of it the right way, it would do itself and it would heal itself. And so now I love to guide people on how to heal themselves, because it's not me doing anything. I don't heal anyone. I guide people to listen to their body, and I help them understand what the body is saying, and they in turn heal themselves by the choices they make. So
That's awesome. Well, even though your website is just launching today, you're not new to this industry because you've been in it for over a decade doing your own research and gaining lots of certifications. So do you want to share a little bit about your certifications that you have?
yes, so my most recent one was completing quantum nutrition level 3. And that was such a blast. I'm super excited. So that's the last one I completed. That was with Dr. Lisa Palmer in Florida. And I will be going back to learn on how to apply or to be certified on pets in quantum nutrition testing as well. And in 2015, I became a holistic practitioner basically and certified back then, and that was the beginning of it. I continued to learn essential oils and into depth, and herbs and all that stuff, and I've acquired different certifications for applied kinesiology, nutrition, coaching. There's a lot of tools that I have on my belt in regards to just empowering others, right, and guiding others. It's been a journey, and yes, it's now that you say it, I'm like, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a decade in some, yes, absolutely, and it's been a blast. It's this type of profession is something that continues to grow because there are so many aspects that can be touched. There are so many ways that someone can be helped. The emotional aspect of it is huge. That's another one that I have been learning to share with people, being able to guide them emotionally and supporting them. It's and modalities such as energy work, right? That's something that I love to do. That was probably one of the most challenging ones that I took a leap of faith into, because there's such a stigma at times of like, what do you do? What can you do? And I'm like, we can all do it. We can all do it. You have that gut feeling for a reason. God put that in us. It's innate. And so that particular modality is something that I see a huge benefit immediately in people. So when I work on them, I used to do it in person, and now I actually, I close my doors, and so now everything is. You said it in a beautiful way. What is the word, Erin, that I should be using? Remotely.
Remotely?
Yes,
Yes,
remotely.
telehealth.
Yes, so remotely, and so there are times that I am supporting people, across the states. I have actually worked on people in Mexico. I have worked on someone in actually close to Paris. My pen pal. It's super cool, from high school. I have a pen pal from high school, and it's something that it's amazing to be able to tap into something that someone has a need and be able to still support them no matter where they are. And again, probably one of the hardest ones that I was willing to accept and receive. Oh, I lost her again. One of them here, but here we go. We got her back.
You got me back.
Do you get a message telling you something is like, I don't know if
No, it
like
just cut out, and so I just refreshed it and came back.
okay, all right. So I was wondering, is it on a timer?
So you'll go
I know, I thought that
here,
too, but I don't think
or you
so.
go to
We'll keep an eye on it.
Okay,
click on here.
click on
You see settings,
settings. Okay,
and then that will come out, and then you'll stream.
okay.
That's how you find her back, or it'll come out in a notification.
All right. Well, just don't go too far. Don't go too
Click
far.
outside of it.
So how do I do this now?
She has an important role too.
What
Click
is
outside.
click outside? Okay, okay. Click outside. Think outside the box. Click outside the box. Okay, now I got it. I'm like, still don't go away. Guys, technology is extremely challenging for me, but I will conquer it. I actually, yeah, I have a naughty saying that I share with a beautiful group of people. But yeah, technology, it's a challenge and I will conquer it. I'm not afraid of it. It's just like, what do I do? Learning it. Perfect. Okay, so we're back. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Erin. So yeah, we were just sharing, how being able to service people everywhere, it's been, and the modalities, they can all translate to being able to, they're available everywhere and for anyone.
Absolutely. I also wanted to add that you're an amazing mama to 3 girls. Do you have any messages for moms out there who are looking for options to support their kiddos?
Yes, there's absolutely. Oh, wow. First of all, I just want to encourage all the mamas to, the first step would be when you find a quiet second to listen to your soul as a mama, to tap into who you really are as a mom. Just listen to yourself. Trust yourself. You already know what to do. The decisions may be hard and painful, but you have it in you. God trusted you to have those children, and therefore you are already equipped with everything you need in order to raise them. You got it. You just need to allow yourself for the noise out there in the world to be muffled, to be quiet. Just step away from that noise and go within and just listen to your own mama heart, because you already know what to do. You already know what's best for your children. And so, I would invite you to just sit in a quiet place, whatever that might be. And sometimes I know some mamas thrive in a lot of stuff happening. Like, I would call it like not chaos, but a busy life. Sometimes that's what they thrive in, and they best listen to themselves because that's who they are. So wherever it is that you feel more comfortable being yourself, that's when you should just be like, thank you. First of all, I would say being gratitude that you have these children trusted in you, and listen to your mama heart, because you already have it within you. Sometimes it's just learning how to peel away all of the noise that the world puts on us and all of the pressures that other mamas perhaps put on us, or, just wanting to be like someone else, or, oh, they have it together. Sometimes we see someone having it together, but in reality, we all have a lot of stuff that we're dealing with. No one is perfect. No household is perfect. And so, yeah, trust yourself. I would say trust yourself. Allow yourself to feel who you are. And the answer is within you. It really is.
Oh my goodness, that was so well spoken.
Oh, thank you. So my thoughts translate in from, my feelings are in Spanish and my dreams are in Spanish still. I mean, I grew up in Mexico City up until 11 years old. And so a lot of my things are set in the Spanish language. And so translating a lot of like deep thought, I'm like translating in my brain. And so
we would have no idea.
No.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Awesome.
All right, should we rock and roll and talk about quantum nutrition testing?
Yes, let's talk about quantum nutrition testing. It's applied kinesiology from afar. That's, it's quantumly. So it's something that it's a modality that is non-invasive. Basically, in a nutshell, your body is always speaking. Our bodies are always communicating. And being willing to listen, learning how to listen to the body, learning how to ask the body questions or the person questions, brings answers such as what organs are in need of help, what glands are in need of help, what type of toxins are in the body, what is needed in order to to refresh the body, to rid of those things, and to in the nutrition that the body needs. So quantum nutrition testing is applied kinesiology from afar. It's a way that anyone everywhere can receive, because for instance, when I was a client of, or I am still a client, actually, I have my call today with my practitioner after our meeting here. They are in Florida, and it's amazing that that's how I got answers to after being not functionable for a season in my life. And so quantum nutrition testing, again, is a way that the body answers questions through applied kinesiology, muscle testing, basically. And the body gives you the answers, and it tells you how much of what you need and why. It's amazing. Yes.
That's awesome. Who would benefit from doing quantum nutrition testing?
Anyone, everywhere in the world, really. Anyone. I mean, even if you feel that you have optimal health right now, you can prevent future stuff. Even if you're having challenges, absolutely you can benefit. Babies that cannot communicate with the mama and tell the mama what exactly is going on. Sometimes we have a crying baby. What a difference it would have been to have quantum nutrition in my life when my babies were, of an age where they would just cry, or they were just sitting there, not really having lots of activity happening, and not realizing, is there something that I could be doing to support this baby, right? So, anyone, there are people that perhaps have certain challenges with their health when the communication or expression of what their symptoms are not expressed. And so, again, if anyone that is at optimal health and wants to remain that way, anyone that's having any type of challenges, no matter how old they are, no matter where they are, is going to make a difference. It's going to, again, translate what their body says. And I listen to that and I put it in writing. This is what your body is saying, and this is what it says it needs. So, yes.
Yeah, you mentioned symptoms, which nowadays so many people walk around and they just get used to their symptoms, whether it's just being tired all the time or having headaches or, digestion issues. And so I personally have also done quantum nutrition testing. And as a patient, it's awesome that it can get to that root cause.
Yes.
To figure out what's going on. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's something that I keep hearing, all the time about, it's my hormones, or it's that time of the month with ladies, right? And this is normal. No. So, it's premenstrual syndromes, it's a syndrome. A syndrome is not normal. We normalize the headache, we normalize the nausea, we normalize the cramping. How many young ladies out there are apprehensive to start having their cycle because they have seen us mothers perhaps battle that. I myself witnessed, many women in my life before having my own cycle, going through horrendous situations, and I expected that. And again, I had the same type of lifestyle as many of those ladies, and therefore I did receive those symptoms. But knowing that I have been able to break some bondage, I would say, some, genealogy bondage in a way, because my children, they don't experience that. They're also almost in shock, like, what? Like, I'm not supposed, no, you're not supposed to. This is good. This is the way your body is supposed to work. You don't have to have the nausea and the headaches and the overlasting or everlasting bleeding. That does not have to take place. We can definitely support the body for it to do it the right way. So, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go to your special certification section.
Yes, let's talk.
Because I want to shout out to you and brag that I know you mentioned you're level 3 certified.
Yes.
That comes with many trips to Florida to be certified and lots of hours online. And so I know a lot of hard work you put into everything. But I thought it might be there are lots of people that just don't know what's causing their symptoms that they're experiencing. And so, because you're able to do that, to find out that it's caused through all of your muscle testing, I thought you might be able to share a testimony or a story based off of one of these specialisms.
Yeah. You know, thank you. That's a great question. There's three different ones that I can think of. So one of them has to do with concussions, the other one has to do with Lyme and parasites, and then the other one has to do with bacteria and viruses. So the concussion aspect of the certification was I immediately came home and applied it. Not only did I encourage one of my children to apply it with her own practitioner, but I applied it with several clients. And it's something that it's extremely helpful to know how to handle the concussions, understanding what a concussion is and understanding that a concussion doesn't just happen in that moment and that's it. It causes damage. No, a concussion is like that ripple where as you're still alive, that is still affecting you in many, many ways. And understanding how to support someone with concussions has been great because, for instance, one of my clients was able to start smelling again. One of the symptoms she had was her smeller was not working the way that it used to be, and multitasking wasn't something she could do as she used to do before. So immediately being able to give her the supplements that the body was asking for changed it within a couple of days. She could smell, she was able to start multitasking. It is just amazing. With the Lyme and parasites, it's, this particular client was trying to find out through different testing, evasive testing, painful testing, if it was Lyme, if it was parasites, what in the world is it going on in the body? Well, with her, she was able to receive the supplements that her body tested for and started to have relief. And it just confirmed, yes, it was Lyme. The body was saying there's Lyme in me and I need some support and this is what you need to do. And one of the coolest things with this particular client is that there's challenges in taking certain supplements in pill form. And so we were able to find the liquids that could still support her body. And in a way that, again, she was going to be comfortable and not something that would cause an additional stress by having to learn to, ingest some pills.
What I think is awesome too is not only can you find the supplement that the body wants most, but you find that exact right dosage.
Yes.
Exactly what the body needs. Not, hey, let's just take these drops, but we want, this many drops, this many times a day.
Yes, absolutely. That's one of the coolest things because as I am testing them during the call, usually it's, the first time that they come on their program is for 12 weeks and I'm speaking with them once a week for 12 weeks and I'm testing once a week for those 12 weeks to see the different dosages. And believe it or not, I'm still in shock because I know I'm asking their body what they need, and sure enough, when their dosage comes up a little bit or whatnot, and I have the conversation, it matches 100% with what type of support they're asking for. It's really, really cool. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
perfect. Shall we keep on scrolling?
Yes. So now we're going down to the quantum testing there's more information on each of the modalities, guys, here, and talking how it's remote, and you can book online, and definitely.
These are for my skimmers, my friends who want the bullet point and then they'll read right below.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And you have an awesome platform that you're using to book online. So with a simple click, you get to pick exactly which modality you want, and then you have your schedule already on there so they can pick the exact date and time right there.
Yep. They can click right on this button here, schedule online, and go through the prompts there. You will. One of the things if you don't automatically confirm your email, then I will send you a reminder from the app itself saying, hey, confirm your email, so that you can actually start communicating with me through the app that the clients are going into. Yes. And so, yes. And it talks about where your paperwork goes after you complete it. Very, very important. There's a giving back section that I'm so excited about. scholarship, please pay attention to that area, guys. If you guys know anyone that may qualify, you guys want to nominate, please nominate them for the scholarship. There's nothing like giving back. I did not want to wait any time to put something there that I would be able to give back to someone, because I understand that there are different challenges, and my heart is to make this available through the scholarship
Who
giving
might
back.
be a good candidate for your scholarship?
So I have a heart for single parents, single mamas out there, any servicemen and veterans. That's another one that I really, really want to support. I They're not forgotten. They're, I know that they're struggle, and I know that they are often encouraged to go different routes that just hurt their health even further. And so I want to open it up to those that are struggling financially, who may not be able to do this otherwise. So single parents, single mamas, servicemen, women, and veterans as well.
Absolutely. And so they can go online on your website, right? And there's a
Yes.
form that they can click.
Yep, right here. So this nomination form right here, guys. There's, you guys see the scholarship. You guys see all the moolah on the right, and you guys see giving back on the left, and the nomination form right there. I'm hovering over it. You guys can see that, and it's definitely something to do. I would love to start receiving some nominations. I know that when I was sharing with some people, they were thinking of a few people there, and I just encourage everybody to just go ahead and just send the nomination form. It's a simple form. It's very, very basic, and definitely looking forward to have our first recipient of the scholarship.
Absolutely. Well, that just shows your heart of gold, both for you and Arturo, because I know that even though he's not the one on the podcast right now, he has a lot of heart and soul behind
Oh yeah,
everything you do. So
yeah.
thank
He's
you in advance
wonderful.
for all of that.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Yes.
Great. Do you want to briefly hit on the coaching and the chakra rebalancing?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So there the health coaching, so there are, it's different than the quantum nutrition testing. So this is a different modality, and this is basically for someone that wants additional support in knowing how to best serve themselves in life. So motivation, accountability, achieving your goals. It could be eating, it could be emotional, it could be financial, like, hope dealing in every aspect, guys. Like, I want to encourage you that you can do things, that you can overpass, surpass situations, that abundance is there waiting for each and every one of us. We just need to reach and get it, even though that means saying no to a lot of things and sometimes a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with that. We have to learn to make space to receive the blessings that are out there for us. And so through the holistic health coaching, I find different ways. I find what it is that your needs and wants are, and I find ways to communicate with you how you can explore different things to achieve those. The goal is to keep you comfortable, but also challenge you, to create the change that will bring in the blessing that you're looking for, basically. So
I
that,
think that accountability piece is huge, because I know sometimes it's hard to show up just for yourself, or you set a goal that may be too lofty. So having somebody to help you with, those set goals that are achievable, but like you said, still push you
yes,
to actually reach your goal in increments in time to where you don't give up. And then that cheerleading component
yes.
is huge, because sometimes when we're tired at the end of the day, we may not want to do whatever it is for ourselves, but we're going to do it because we've made that commitment.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. There's something about the connection that takes place, between my client and I, that I am able to find ways for that accountability, right? In a loving way, but yet still accountable for what they're wanting to do, right? And accomplish. And again, I tell them, I said, do you want to crawl? We will crawl. You want to walk? We'll walk. You want to run? We'll run. Whatever it is. But if you stay put, then I stay put, right? And so again, it's accountability that it really comes from the client with guidance from myself and other things that I give them support, with, but I support him with. But really opening the eyes that we are accountable to ourselves. And if you're longing for something, you're wanting something, is because there's really something in there that needs to be expressed. And so, how do we help you express that and become that, or just see that you already are that? How do we get rid of everything that clouds it up?
Awesome.
So, that
Okay,
would.
why don't you touch on body rebalancing and balancing the chakras? I know that that's a newer modality for a lot of people, but it's also just as effective as each of the other two.
Yeah, so a lot of people can think of it as a different form of like Reiki. A lot of people are familiar with Reiki. The way that I see it is balancing your meridians, balancing your chakras. So, I basically test to see which ones are off balance, and I find ways to encourage you to support those chakras, those meridians, through different activities, eating, etc. But what I do, essential oils are big in this one. I encourage people to apply certain essential oils in certain areas, in certain meridians, in order to balance and clear them. It allows the body to flow. It allows the body to process even foods and emotions, supplementation, all of those things. The body rebalancing takes place at the comfort of your home, or sometimes during your break at work, or, just where you can find a nice quiet place while I work on you remotely. And it's amazing what happens. People, at times are like, it's like you're right here touching me and I'm not there. It's amazing what happens. And then, they sleep better. They are able to process life better. It's almost like a refresh button, I would say. You get your all of your energy balanced, and it's like a refresh button, because then you're like, okay, I can go ahead and try this again, whatever that might be, right? Because you're gonna be resting better, you're gonna be able to just go through your day in a lot better ways. And sometimes this can stick around for weeks to come, and then you really don't need another one. But understanding that the body's in constant change, right? We're always doing different activities that can throw something off, and we're human. We feel and we get angry and we get sad and whatnot. And so being able to express those emotions and helping the body feel at ease as you're processing those emotions is key. And so body rebalancing is something that can be of benefit to anyone that feels frustration or sadness or confusion, not resting. We just have to find out where in the body something is stuck, that energy is not flowing. God spoke us into creation. We need to be able to speak correctly. We need to let our body connect with itself, and sometimes there's blocks that we need to break, and we need to allow them to move. So
I was listening to, I think it was Oprah years ago, but she had on a guest named Panache Desai, and he mentioned that our emotions are energy in motion. And so when they get stuck in our meridians, then it impacts other organs and systems in our body.
yes.
So I don't know, this just kind of came to me as you were talking, that
yes.
it out, it's so that way anger doesn't impact the liver, and different emotions impact other organs like kidneys and bladder. And so
I see
our emotional health is equal or even more important than our physical health, because they work together.
I used to cringe when they say psychosomatic, and I was like, oh, what do you mean? I'm not creating this. It's like, well, let's talk about this. And then as I started to understand the connection of, oh, I am really upset at this, and that reflects in this organ. Oh, that makes sense. Or even your vertebrae, you go to, I hope everyone out there is going to a chiropractor. Please, please find a chiropractor, because that also helps the flow of the energy through the spine. And your spine, all those nerves go through that spine, and those are all connected to organs. So the energy balancing, again, has to do with which organ is going to be open to receiving illness, which organ is going to be open to receiving those heavy metals or that mold or that bacteria, right? So we allow certain organs fear. So I will say I battle with fear at times. That's one of my challenges, right? That's where I need to continue to reinforce myself. And so having had kidney surgery myself reflects the fact that I have been most of my life in acute fear. So it reflects again which organs in your body are going to need support. So yeah, there's so much I can go into. It's so cool, but it's amazing. Yeah, you listen to a very wise person there. Yes, it's connected to our organs. Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Should we move to your testimonies and rave reviews?
Oh my gosh. Yes. You want me to cry? I love, it was one of the most beautiful things to see the blessing people have been willing to receive through by trusting me in their life and and allowing me to listen to their body and tell them what the body is saying. They're beautiful testimonials here. These are all people that I love these people, not because they wrote a testimonial, but because I know the difference that it has made in their life.
This is your goal here. And again, I just want people to know that even though your website's just relaunching and you're doing a podcast, this is you expanding your ripple of something you've already been doing for years. And so it's awesome to see the impact you've already made. Watch it continue to grow over the years.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Be encouraged, guys. This is read those testimonials because, I have read testimonials in the past where those were the ones that encouraged me to take the plunge into certain things, even some trainings, reading the testimonials from different practitioners, now my colleagues that have attended different certification courses, and knowing that it changed their life in such drastic way for the better has been encouraging. So I do encourage you guys to go onto the tab for all of the testimonials and read them because it might be speaking to you. It might be something that you will feel like someone's hugging you and saying, it's going to be okay. That's one way to hug you and be like, it's going to be fine. You can do this. Look, it took some time. There's one in particular that talks about how she's been working with me for several years now. And that speaks volumes because it's a journey. It's not a quick fix. We are continuing to receive. We're still alive, right? And we're receiving toxins all the time. We are in emotions. We are just living. And so it takes time to undo what for decades was we allowed to be done in our bodies. So and there's other ones that within a particular one that I love because this particular man, he's a wonderful father, he's a wonderful husband, and anxiety was really taking a big toll in his everyday functioning. And knowing that within the first 3 days of being on his program with me, that anxiety melted away. It was like, okay, so now they have their daddy back. Now they have their husband, she has her husband back. It's so powerful. It could happen really quickly too. You guys can have relief extremely fast.
Not only for their family members too, whether it's an elderly parent or uncle or kids.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. If the pets can speak, no, if they could speak, but we have seen, even with pets, because even though my certification comes in April for working with pets, there's practicals that are taking place already. They have been taking place for a while, and we've been, supporting our chickens, supporting our rabbits, supporting the dogs. And we have seen a huge change. And I actually had started doing a few consultations already for puppies and things like that. It's amazing because they can't speak to us, right? Tell us, but definitely the change takes place upon, quantum testing them. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Awesome. All right. So our next section, I guess, is how to get started.
Yes. Let's see here. I'm going to go back home. And then let's see. How to get started. See? Okay. Here we go. All right. So basically, sometimes... Okay, so you guys see all of the choices. It's like you're at a restaurant right now. You see the menu. What do I need? What do I need? How do I choose? So, my encouragement would be to get started. Just look through the website, figure out which modality is calling you or which one you want to learn more about, and schedule an appointment with me to go over it. It would be about 15 minutes or so that I will review what it is, and we will make sure that you understand if it's something that fits for you or not. And I will be able to ask you some questions to better serve you and tell you, okay, this is what it sounds like you would be beneficial from, benefit from. So basically scheduling online, and then I will send you documentation, paperwork, and whatnot. And then if you have questions, again, we can have a quick consult so that you can understand whether or not that's the modality you want to go with. And then you will submit paperwork after we choose which one it is that you want to move forward with. And then we get started, basically. So does that answer the question?
Yeah, I love that, because some people are like, okay, I want to do something, but I don't know which one to start with. And so I love that for those who aren't ready to dive deep with a certain modality, that you'll spend 15 minutes with them to help them pick the one that might be the best fit for their moment.
Okay, you want to come do it? We have a volume thing, so he's gonna help me understand where to go. Oh,
It's because you're too high on volume and Aaron's low.
I'm too loud.
And then like that, you can turn the volume. You guys will be paired up with the volume.
Okay, so we're gonna match each other's volume here.
Perfect.
Thank you, honey.
Hopefully that works.
All right, cool. Thanks. All right, so here we go. So the scheduling, and then it tells you here, basically, once you have your paperwork completed, where to send it. So it's look at that image, guys. Isn't she awesome? I mean, I love my website. Oh, thank you, Erin. Yes. So that would be how to get started. Perfect. Let's see. Where shall we go next? Where are we going to?
Giving back.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah. The giving back, the scholarship. Yep.
Okay.
Giving.
And then I guess I know essential oils are a great way to swap like all of our chemical filled products in our homes. You want to give some bullet points of how essential oils can support wellness?
Yes. Let's talk about that. Oh, let's see. All right. Let's see here. So essential oils have been a huge part of my life, a huge part. It actually was, in 2013, 14, when I started using good quality therapeutic grade essential oils, it was life-changing. And in many ways, they can support a lot of different things, a lot of organs, a lot of things. They're amazing for things. But what also they can do is replace all of those nasty chemicals in the household, and at the same time invigorate your mood. It could actually help you calm down if you need to calm down. If you clean your floor with lavender, you're going to be very relaxed. It's a great way to support your health and at the same time clean or fix something around that needs fixing within the body, right? So a lot of people say, well, my child has major discomfort in the ear and they're waking up and they're pulling on the ear, and it's like, oh, let's just do a little bit of tea tree oil or melaleuca or basil and, with some fractionated coconut oil, and he's like, what? And it goes away, or there's gunk coming out of my kid's eyes. Oh, well, let's go ahead and apply some stuff right above the eyebrows, and, and I guide them through the process on what it could be used. Again, in that same essential oil that you might be applying across the eyebrows to get rid of all that gunky stuff in the eyes, you can actually clean your countertops with a lot of water and just a little bit of the oil. You can polish your furniture with some of the essential oils. You have to be careful not using certain oils in certain surfaces. But again, I educate people on how to do that. There's a particular group that I plug all my people that use essential oils into, and they're able to have that education. And again, I can always do one-on-one consultations with them. There's an amazing it's an amazing support system to further help your health and prevent from additional toxins coming into the body. And it's a great support in addition to cleanses that people are on and all that stuff. So it's very powerful. Not to and right now I know we're recording this and hopefully people will watch it in the future as well, but I do want to say that right now, February 2024, the company that I do recommend for essential oils has an amazing promotion where you can receive $100 back in free product through their promo. So if you have any questions on that and you're watching this video, even if it's the replay and you're still in February, always check with me. There might be a different one that's better than this. I don't know. But right now they have a great promotion. So don't miss out if you're not already involved with a crazy essential oil lady. Let me be your crazy oil lady.
I love that. What I like about essential oils is we're already using products for certain things, whether, it's skin blemishes or, whatever the situation is, but this is just like a swap, so it's a natural alternative so we don't have to put those toxic chemicals in our body.
Yeah. There's tons of stuff. Yeah, it's very nice here. Okay. Let's see.
Do you want to tell me where they can follow you long term on the podcast? I know right now we're just going to a couple different places.
Yes. So you guys can find me on Facebook. If you guys just hover over the icons here on the top of the page, you guys will be linked straight onto my pages there on Instagram, on X or Twitter, on YouTube. Soon it'll come for locals. On locals, I'm going to create some very, very fun private content that's going to be really interesting. I'm excited for that one because that platform allows you to do certain things that perhaps we wouldn't be able to share in other ones. And so it's going to be a lot of show and tell. It's going to be cool. And so you guys can follow me there. Let's see. Can we talk about V's favorite things? I don't want to miss that one.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. You can that now, and then I thought maybe you could give them a sneak peek of a couple different guests that you may be having on in the future.
Yes. Okay, let's do that because all of them, my goal is to feature each and every one that appears on V's favorite things. So again, it takes a village, guys. There's a ripple within everything, who we are, everything sends us off. And so these are people that have created a ripple in my life, and I've used their services. There is a joke though. I have to highlight my girl over here. Oh my gosh, here we go. Where is it? Okay, so Bam Bell Bones I have not used, but I will if I ever need to. So because somebody's like, wait, you said that you have used all these people, like you have connection with them. I'm like, yeah, like I'm not gonna put someone on my website saying, hey, they're amazing, go and use their services because they're good for it, right? Unless I have. And so yes, the one I have not been bailed out. I try to not put myself in positions where that happens. That could happen, but if I ever do, I will go to my girl there. So every other one, you guys, I have had the pleasure to utilize their services. Some of them are continuous services. And again, please check them out. And most of them have virtual platforms as well. So some of the things that the next podcast, I believe we will be featuring Robin, and she is amazing, an amazing instructor for damsel in distress products. I've been using her products for many, many years. Actually, yeah, so it's many, many years, decades too. And I tell you, their products are lifetime warranty. I can prove that because we just got a replacement in one of our gadgets that is really cool from her. And she will be probably here in my office studio doing some show and tell the next time that we come on the podcast. And that's going to be right now. My goal is to be the rest of February, at least one more podcast as I am continuing to learn the software and all this and tweaking things. But you guys can look forward to having Damsel in Distress. Of course, I am going to have my friend Jennifer Bland back on with an official podcast because we did a Facebook Live together when she came to visit not long ago. And it was fun and everything, but we're going to make a very professional one as well to continue to empower your wallet, giving you some hope in your wallet. We also will be having basically every single person that you guys see here. My amazing friend, Jason, who does loans and financing. I will be having him on as well. Everyone here, I will be having everyone here, guys, because again, they all have such value to share with you guys, and again, they are good for it. One of the coolest things as well that I have featured here on V's favorite things is the certification that I have gone through for quantum nutrition testing. I know that we can all do this. I know that there's a lot of people out there that have gifts that perhaps are waiting to come out. And so if you are one of those who wants to participate and be part of this beautiful journey of supporting others to quantum nutrition testing, and you want to go through the process of being certified, you guys can also look at that link that I have there. That picture there, that's me on the table. That's me at Quantum Nutrition Testing 1. That's the same time that I met Aaron. And that's Dr. Lisa Palmer. And she was showing applied kinesiology on me, but then also, the difference on quantumly being able to do it. That was life-changing. Yeah. And that's Renee. You guys see Renee in the background behind Dr. Palmer in that image. And that's Arturo's practitioner. And I love her because she keeps him in shape.
I wanted to mention, though, that if somebody becomes certified in quantum nutrition, it doesn't mean they have to take it to the level that you're taking it. They literally use those tools and just use it for their. So when they have an upset baby crying in the middle of the night, they can test to see what's going on. Or if they become certified with the pets, they can also test their animals to see
Yes.
what's going on with their ears. So
yes,
it's the tool they can have in their pocket for day-to-day life.
Yes. I will be having, absolutely, having a healer in every home. I mean, again, mamas, you guys already have it. Dads, you guys already know how to protect your family. You guys, we all have something in us already. And so I would say being able to just tap into it and have it available for your own home. So for instance, one of my daughters is actually certified as well, and she's utilizing it for herself, right? And for her pets and for whatever she wants. Now she has that tool that she can test her babies whenever she has babies. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. But it's a tool that each and every one of us can exercise within our own home. And again, yes, you don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. This is really my calling, and so that's why I'm learning to express my calling and make sure that everyone knows that this is the calling I have and that I can help them, but you can also do it just for yourself. Absolutely true. That's a great point, Erin. I appreciate that. Yeah. I also will be having Dr. Tina St. John on my podcast, and I'm so excited. She's been such a blessing in so many ways to our family. And you guys, I want you guys to go look her up. I'm not even going to say anything else. Go look at V's favorite things, guys. These really are, they are staples in our home, basically. They really are.
That's awesome.
So, let's see. What else do we want to talk about here? What have we not?
Well, we're getting close to the section of connecting. We can talk about your newsletter with everybody, and then you also have an event coming up on Friday. And the only way they can register right now is to get that newsletter with the link.
Yes. Okay. So I am going to go home again on the website, and then I'm going to go to the very bottom of the website. You can go and find. Let's see, the podcast. And here we go. Let's connect. There's a section that says Let's Connect. And that section, I'm showing it here on the screen, guys. That is sharing the way that you can receive the newsletter. So we have a newsletter. Oh, there he is. We can see you. You don't have to crawl.
I don't wanna.
You're helping with the mic?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, you guys can all go and get my free newsletter, and you guys will get a treat. You guys are going to have amazing tips in that newsletter. It's going to be once a month. You guys can receive it once a month. And within that, there is a section that we have for this Friday, the 9th. I will be doing essential oils in the bedroom class. It's going to be a Zoom, and I am going to share some tips on how to utilize essential oils to benefit, yourself and your husband and your wife, who, if you're a guy watching, right? How beautiful things can be by supporting your body and by allowing your body to work the right way. And I'm also going to share some fun stuff that I might be blushing through, but it's okay. I will share some cool tips on essential oils. And so if you want to be in that Zoom call this Friday night, I would encourage you to sign up for my newsletter and get started with the you guys will see the Zoom link there for the call this Friday. Is that
Do you want to explain what the first 100 people who sign up for your newsletter get? Because that's
Oh,
like a huge bonus right there.
yes, there is a bonus. So the first 100 people that sign on to my newsletter are going to receive a free AO wellness scan report. What that means is basically you're going to have a report that it will be done on you. We will reach out to you and get some information from you, input it into this AO scan. And you will receive basically like a diagnosis. You know, when you take your car to the smog check, that's what I think it looks like. It's like a smog check report. So you're going to have like a smog check report, and it's going to tell you basically what you could benefit from. And then we're going to send that frequency out to you so that you can have that calmness or better sleep, or that ache and pain can go away. We'll figure out what it is that each and every one of you 100 first needs, and you guys will get a complimentary AO scan report with the frequency being sent out to balance your body. It's an amazing thing. It's it's amazing, and that's something that's the one that shows up and coming as a service, and so that's going to be implemented within our business here this weekend. So we're excited. So get signed up. We do see who's signing up when, and so we know who the first 100 are. So once you sign up, we'll be able to reach out to you and get some more additional info so that we can run the scan. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about that freebie.
Yeah, you're welcome. You've got lots of goodies in your
Yeah.
pocket now.
Yeah, this is great.
And I guess a really good way to kind of maybe wrap up is talk about you've got a really good new patient special right now. So for people who want to dive in deep, what does that consist of?
Yes. So do we have it up here? I want to feature it. I don't know if we have, but
It's in the newsletter.
oh, wait, it's within the newsletter. Okay.
Yes.
So when you guys look at the newsletter, you guys will see the new patient or new client special. Uh, it is going to have your DNA test. It's going to have glands and organs tested, and you guys are going to have basically a report of findings that will change your life forever. Like, even if you just do that, that is enough to change your life forever. And so it's an amazing special. We are having introductory pricing right now, and it's all reflected on the newsletter, so you guys can check that out there. And the newsletter will be going out later tonight. So sign up, and it'll be going out tonight so that everybody is ready to go for Friday Zoom call, essential oils in the bedroom.
I love it.
Yes. Perfect for Valentine's Day, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And this is just the beginning.
Yes, we're still tweaking a lot of stuff, guys. We're gonna make it fun for you guys. Again, healing ourselves sometimes can be, we have to open up old wounds that are infected in some way, right? And so it could be painful. So my goal is to make things not light, like ignoring them, or make light of them, but I want to bring some joy along with it. I think that's one of the biggest lessons that I have learned, is that when I felt the worst in my life, I wasn't allowing joy to come in my life. And I invite you guys to let that joy come in, and I hope that I can be part of that process. I know many times I make people laugh, and sometimes I might do it on purpose with my accent, or with certain verbiage I use. You guys might hear some F-bombs at times. I mean, I do drop those. I mean, sorry, but I do, but it's just, again, it's that soul coming through that is like, we can do it, right? We got this. So I get it. So yeah, just keeping it real and hopefully bringing some smiles to your face and your soul. That's really my goal, guys.
That's awesome.
Yes. So yeah, check it out. There's an unschooling section there on the website. You guys can read a little bit about that. There's a beautiful testimonial there on that particular one that warms my heart. I love my children, and I know each and every one of you do too. And again, I always knew that I needed to raise my children differently. And learning to trust that process has been very painful, very lonely at times. But I'll tell you, it's very worth it. Now I see the fruit of my hard work and labor, and I'm extremely grateful that my husband always, although at the beginning didn't understand it and had a lot of questions, because he's a good dad, he had the right questions. He was able to support me, and therefore our daughters are successful because of it. So check that section out.
I could see a whole episode on unschooling and that journey and tips and tricks for parents who are looking to go that route.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes. And it's my heart to share with other moms that they can do it, and that the dads can help, even if they don't even know that they're helping unschool your or school your children, homeschool your children. Sometimes it's the best way to learn when it's not that in the box learning scenario. We're always learning, always learning. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So thank you. Yeah, that's a good one. I love that one. Thank you, Erin. I appreciate your help today with navigating through the beautiful piece of art that you've created here, translating my heart and soul into it, and asking me great questions that I probably would not have spoken about without you here.
Well, good. It's been so much fun.
Thank you. Oh, and I just lost her again. Oh,
Hey.
I did it all by myself. I brought her. See, we're learning. Honey, you taught me something.
Quick learner.
He's been asking me, learn this, learn that. And I'm learning so many things at once that it's like, okay, I am going to learn it. I just did. See? Awesome. Yes. All right, guys. Is there anything else we should cover? I did it all by myself. Celebrate your wins, guys, as small as they might seem. I brought her on back onto the camera. Let's go.
On the volume though, so.
We got to work on the volume later. Okay, we'll keep testing. I hope we're not breaking any windows out there if we're too loud, guys. But at least hopefully you can hear us. Well, thank you, guys. Yes, stay tuned. Again, I believe we will have one not next week, but the week after. But again, you guys get to have that special Zoom call with me this Friday night. So stay tuned and make sure that you guys go to the, what is it called? Oh my gosh. Let's Stay Connected through the newsletter. Yes, stay connected through the newsletter. Follow me on social media. They are all new accounts, so I don't have a huge following or anything, but I know that the ripple will be reaching far and wide. And feel free to share with your loved ones, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Well, go make your ripple count today and every day. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching the recording, please reach out to us. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions, don't forget that we can definitely have a one-on-one. Get onto my schedule, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you, Erin. I appreciate you very much. You too. Thanks, guys.